Save.
Majma! Hi everyone. Hi, it's a little dizzy, but happy to get started. No, yeah, why did the song do it after I did it? That's silly. I forgot that it did that in the song. Where is the weekly update? I forgot that we're doing that first. There we go. We have Hi Silver. We have the weekly update where we have today is going to be working on the modeling the shoes and stuff for MaknCh3esy's outfit, as well as bringing up the physics on it. On Wednesday we have another Q&A short coming out. And then on Thursday, we have Escape the Backroom stream. That one, it should be the last Escape the Backroom stream, because I believe we ended right before the final level. So it'll be interesting to see what that holds and what we end up doing with the rest of the time. Then on Saturday, we have the new update of Scrap Mechanic, which I'm quite excited for. I have no idea what all they've added. I've been avoiding the devlogs and stuff. And then on Sunday, we have Repo, which is very fun, very fun. And on Monday we should have the Still Positive visualizer going public, instead of the members first that currently is. And the goal for this week is to follow whatever shiny thing draws my attention and chase it down like a laser pointer, just remembering to post to spoilers. Hence why there has been some new posts of the music that I've been working on in the spoilers channel. So it is very fun. And then let me swap this back to the other one. Back Blender. Hi Typhoon, how you?
Types of monsters in this world.
Oh, my music might be a bit
Monsters
loud.
who will not show themselves and who cause trouble.
Down a smooch.
Monsters who abduct children.
There we go, probably about there.
Devour dreams.
And
Monsters who
then
suck blood. And
there's another thing I was fiddling with, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to solve it today. I think that'll have to be another time.
They are much more cunning.
So I need to pull open another thing. There we go. Yeah, so this is what we did last time. I did confirm with MaknCh3esy's that she does like the sleeves as they are. What button is it to? There we go. Shift. I forgot. How did I forget the blender controls? I might be a little dizzy. But yeah. Why do you yearn for the soil? Seems weird. So the... Oh, I should pull up the references. I feel all over the place today. Do not eat soil. Not good. There we go. So now we've got reference for MaknCh3esy's. Eternal. Remember what we said about those words being banned? Yeah, so this is what we need to make. We need to make the leg thingy, the actual shoes, and then the sock too. Which I think I might yoink the sock from Still Positive, because that one should fit as well. So if we go to Still Positive, show that, and then grab piano dress, grab just the sock. The aquarium beads, because he wants to eat them. and no. Put that. Oh, where? Why not? Why not expend it? No, we are not eating non-food items. You guys can just stop with that. Are you not? Oh, wait. Are we? No, we're not in edit mode. That needs to go there. After that. Eh? Confused. Why is this fighting me? So piano dress, that needs to move over here. Okay, piano dress itself needs to be in this one. That should be... Why is that in there? What the heck? I mean, you can pet the cat. There is a head pat command. Okay, so that one's there. I like head pats. He brain do go off. I like scritches too. Hi, Lemonade. There should be a channel point redeem, and then also you can use !head pat and then my name without the @ to get a chance of doing it. Also, I realize that the reference is covering the shenanigans I'm struggling with because for some reason I can't put this back in this one. Nope, no head patting for you apparently. Okay, why not move back? Should be on that. Want this out of the collection. Okay, we're just gonna control Z, I guess, until it's out of there entirely. There we go. There we go. Separate it out. There we go. So then this one can be sock. That felt like way too much struggle for getting a single sock. But it worked. The save redeem was triggered recently. What broke about save redeem? What'd it do? Yeah, out of stock makes sense. Okay. Oh, no, box. You dare poke me while I'm in box? Eh, a struggle. Need to fix things. Of course you do dare poke me. Okay. So now, right, I was pulling that back up to see where sock goes to. Because I think that goes, like, about halfway there. Scale, Z, shrink. There we go. That gets it more like inline. So that should be sock. So sock done. Now we just need to do the little thigh thingy that's on this side and the shoes. Actually, I wonder if I want to yoink the still positive shoes as well, because those are very similar. They're a little different, but they are similar. Because they fit the kind of shape, and then it's just adding the extras. So I think we will do that. We'll grab these. Heck, we don't even need to grab the upper bit. We can just grab these lower bits, and then we'll make our own. Well, actually, no, they do both have the upper bit too. They both have this. So now we just duplicate, and then mesh separate, and then we grab. Oh, no! Ah, no! Ah. No! No eating glass! Duplicate. That should be... Yeah? Why? Why? What? Why? Mesh, separate by selection. So if we hide that, go to pan address, grab up. Okay, that fine. Add. Hi Q, how you? Move that into that one. Add that here, and then we can hide piano dress again, and pull out shoes. SSDD, compose. Alright, so we have the start of the shoes. We get those X's on them as the first thing, and then figure out the ribbon. Oh, I guess that is just ribbon on that one leg. Oh, same stuff every day. Fair enough, fair enough. Hi, 8-bit! Happy to have you here. What is easiest way of doing this? Because I kind of want to just grab that, and then I do like that. No, don't make me radioactive. That seems like it'd be bad. Scale Y down. And then rotate X. No, it won't work. I refuse to become radioactive. Because I don't want to be radioactive. Alright, so we've got somewhere there. We need scale Y down again. And then like that, probably about to there. Pull that down. Down a bit, lift. Maybe? Not quite. These struggles. You just doing your own thing over there. pull that out more. It feels like it struck a little bit. You do not make me radioactive with a 12. Don't make me just take all the radioactive material. Sure. Yeah, do not hurt the streamer. Streamer is already sort of dizzy. Do not make worse. You want to make me green? Just ask for a shapeshift then. I am a shapeshifter. Just ask me to be green. We'll hide that for now. Not gonna work, because I don't want it. You will have as much luck making me radioactive as giving me coffee. I don't want either. You should. It's not delicious. I hate the bean water.
Eternal 2319 wants cat to shapeshift. Theoretical Keidakat. Schrodinger's cat burglar.
And then... Where is... No, that blue. Hang on. I've got this. Just give me a second. What was it? No, that's too dark. There we go. I think that's theoretical. I need to be a little bit lighter. Oh, and now I'm just normal split. Not my fault. His quantum box is two places at once. Thought what would work. He's confused. He's very confused. Here, X. There. That bit up. I think that does. That might be. No, they both color blue and orange. It not unique like that. Cause they both observed. You observing both of them, so game rules don't quite apply. I need to turn on the dizzy eyes. Did work? Hard to tell. I think that is the eyes. This one. So, okay. Is that the same? Is that match? You're not the one who decides that. Yes? Hi, Val. Is a bit obstructing. Getting this to match up right. I think that's closer though. I think it's also too far up. Hi, Nin. How you? No. No firearms here. Cat does not like guns. You're gonna use it to commit water arson. I know you. I keep forgetting and I dizzy. This bit needs to go down. I'm glad you enjoy. That is a hydrate. I am purple cause shapeshift. They wanted theoretical Keidakat, like from Schrodinger's cat burglar. So I purple. Yes, you did Orpal the cat. I beat Orpal for a bit. Is that better? It's still sticking out on this side a bit too much. In down. And that one needs to go down. It needs to not feel quite so stretched. Maybe this one rotate x-axis or not. I was hoping to get it to not collide quite so much. Maybe if we rotate this one. There we go. That feels more like it crosses better. This probably needs to go down like that. It's lots of fiddly. Music cloud? Okay, we'll turn it down more. There we go. And then... Sorry. Oh, wait, why... Why that weird? Oh, is that not shade smooth? Face shade smooth. No, that is shade smooth. Why that like that? It good now? That good. Set up like that. It has like such a harsh line. Is there... Oh. Why that struggle? Huh. Mesh. Normals. Reset vectors? No, it's still like that. Hide that one. Hide. Highlight cold. Showcase the model? Oh, the one we're working on? Yeah. Right now it's very much— oh, wait, no. Don't go away. We've got most of the outfit done at this point. We're just trying to work on the shoes and the little strappy thing on the leg. And then we just need to do physics and stuff. So we're making good progress. This little cross thingy is giving me some trouble though, because it's for some reason treating that like two very different thingies, and it shouldn't be. Is it an angle thingy? Why would that be angle struggles? Yeah. All of this was modeled by me. It uses the same base that my current model uses, so I basically think of it like I took myself and then changed the character, so the face structure is a little bit different. The hair and stuff is obviously different, but it was all made by me. I'll fix this though. I think that is just... yeah, that is just from it being different, but don't exactly know why. So maybe if I just smooth it out like that. There we go, now there's no harsh line. No, there is still kind of, but it's significantly less. How long have I been using Blender? About as, well, slightly longer than I've been streaming. So I just had a 5-year anniversary. So like nearly 6, I think. Though I did have like very short stint before with Blender. So I've got like a little bit of experience from that. But it's it is basically like 5-year is reasonable kind of estimate. 'Cause it is my preferred modeling software. I like it better than what is the sculpt one? I don't remember the sculpt one. Put that there. It's been a bit, and I think that some of the blame is on some of my early models, because my early models were not super good. You can see in the Discord the full showcase of like all of them all the way back to V1, but I do still have V3 available for shapeshifts. So if I do like this, I can be V3, and it is a little bit creepy. I am not making a V4 buff. That is, V4 is already creepy enough. That's why I went with V3 for this showcase, because it's still not great. There we go, I got rid of it. Yeah, you're lucky, Silver, I didn't do V5. Sorry, no, V4. V5 is cute. V5 is cute, but not one that I fully created, which is why I don't use it very much, other than when people request it. Yeah, current one is way better, and I've been using current one for like about a year. I think over a year now. Oh yeah, I should probably turn off the purple, shouldn't I? There we go, no more purple. Do you want to see V4? We've got very, very torn. Alright, for the new people, we will show V4, but it will be quick. Because V4 is just a little bit uncanny. Just a little bit more than V3 is. So, yeah. There's a reason I don't use it. We'll go ahead and swap back now. Here we go. Much cuter. Much better. Yeah, the teeth glow. I don't know why the heck the teeth glow. It makes it worse. If you want really uncanny, then it's freaking V4 uncat. So we need to do remove all shape keys, add mirror to this. Yeah, I definitely see the Disney influence because there is obvious Disney influence in my modeling.
2319
So I don't blame you for saying it sounds like it
V4
looks like a Disney kid. But man, yeah, V4 is ridiculous. You want V4 uncat? Okay. You will get it for a moment, and then I'm gonna refund it because I think I still have it here. Yeah. Here, you get the human looking, like attempting to be human shapeshift of V4. It is it is too much. There you go, and then I will refund because I'm not staying in that long. Oh, and I need to be upside down? Okay, hang on. There we go. Now I upside down. I like how 10K is threat. It is actual threat. Holder looks like uncanny how young they are. Yeah, they were younger looking. I think V1 actually didn't look super young, and then they just kept getting younger up through V5, and then I finally figured out how to do it on V6 and make it not look like a literal child. Hi, Tyler. Yeah, V1's like worst crime is just not being expressive, which for a Vroid model is not bad. Alright, so we've got those in now. Now we can join those with the rest of the shoe. Object join. There we go. So I think we've got shoe that works. Oh, the V1 red jacket. I should bring that back at some point. Yeah, that's fair. I do act childish sometimes, so it makes sense why I would want to be younger looking, because then it's more expected that I am silly. Though I am in the weird space between emom, literal cat, and child half the time. Also, I'm getting a little dizzy upside down, so we'll scoot back. There we go. What are we doing now? Alright, are we doing... What's a weird triangle? What triangle is confused? I should make the words struggle. The leg band thingy. Yeah, I know you would. Yeah, so it's words struggle. Child, emom, and literal cat. But I definitely feel more comfortable around adults than children. Yeah, I like hugs. Whimsy is good. Whimsy is fun. I might have to play Tetris soon. Mesh, separate. There's separate. Tetris helps with the dizzy. Yeah, I also forget how old I am. And don't eat the Tetris blocks, I'll need those. You're gonna try and become responsible? Why? Is confused. You need that delete delete faces. There we go. And then we need this scale Z. Scale Z shrink. No? Why dislike? I think that worked. And then scoot these two up a little bit. Yes, I am making this for MaknCh3esy's. No, do not balance egg on my head. Responsible Eternal is probably good today. With how much I'm already stuttering this stream is little concerning. We'll be okay though. They should be on Twitch. Let me see if I can grab link. I will put them in chat if I go grab their link. They should already be in the YouTube description though. Oh, I can't because I am in the streamer mode, so I cannot grab it from the Discords. And balance egg on my head right now is impossible. It will roll off because I dizzy. Where is the MaknCh3esy's? Oh, they're actually live right now. There we go. There is direct link too. Actually, I can use shoutout command, can't I? Shoutout. There we go. Shout out. It's I was getting dizzy a little bit before stream too. I recognized that it was coming on. So it is not entirely your faults. Oh, the YouTube mobile app, that seems like it would struggles. Tetris break. Okay, let me at least make sure I've got this sorted. I mean, I did just get off work, but I did sleep last night, if that's what you're asking. I did take break between work and this. I did grab dinner. I have not, like, completely thrown my health to the side. I just also am prone to dizziness. Alright, so I think we will have small Tetris break here. See if we can't shake it a little bit. And then grab that. We will quickly hide that. And then switch categories to... Oh, no, that wrong button. That not button I want. Tetris. Effect. One of these days I should do Tetrio as the break and have people joining. This is commission I'm getting paid for. So it is not free practice. I am actually getting paid to do this one. Oh, should pause music, and then I need to tweak. There we go. Eye is broken. Eye is dizzy. Is that what you mean, Brownie? I have had 5 years of practice, so it's a good time for me to start getting paid. Because I've been making my own models for a while. Heck, I was making models for other people for a while too. Like, I made, oh, I forgot this one's so short. Hang on. I used Tiny. There we go. Tiny Dragon. This was one of the early ones I did for someone else. They were Kobold in D&D campaign thingy. Though I think this one was done just because I wanted to. They didn't pay me for this one. It is time consuming, but I get to stream it and stuff and I have fun. Let's see, which version do we want to do? We want to do something quick, so I guess we'll just do normal quick play. What song? Let's do Zen Blossoms, I think. And we'll up that to 90. That should be a decent amount. So I just realized that said time confusing. That go there, that go there. Does it usually take much enough? It takes a while. It takes, well over a month. Because it's, I think like 6 months is a better time estimate. Because that's at least usually the estimate I give for when the finished product will be. Oh man, I messed that up. It is very time consuming. That side then, I guess. I don't like that we have two channels going. That's not a good sign. There we go. We get at least a little bit of it sorted. But it is a lot of fun work, so I'm not too fussed about it taking crazy amount of time. Because it's the results are well worth it. Hi, Digger. And have fun, Typhoon. No, not being radioactive. I can make, like, some outfits in, like, 2 days, but that's a little bit different. Because it's the fact that it's from scratch most of the time that makes it take so long. So if I don't do it from scratch and do it from, like, the base that I'm already used to using, then it's much more feasible to do it faster. But if you're going full, like, make rig, make model, make everything, that's always gonna take a while. There we go, I'm finally starting to get this down a little bit. Wait, whose person is confused? I'm also sorry if I'm not able to fully respond to chat very quickly right now. Tetris is kinda hard to read chat with. It is nice music. Tetris Effect is really good with the music. There we go, now we can get that back. That makes sense. It can be hard to stay motivated with modeling and stuff. Is struggle. Yeah. Alright, we're getting close to the number of lines we're aiming for. I do not have good loadout here though. There we go, got it fixed. not been diagnosed with anything myself, but it's probable, honestly. There we go. I could have figured that sooner. Oh, we got a new record though. I wonder if it's just because, yeah, because we got SS before when we did the 30. I am cat. It's still dizzy, but I guess I'm a little bit clearer than I was. Thanks, Jay. I'm debating if we try one more to clear up dizzy more or go back to work. I think we'll do a quick purify round and then go back. Oh, snack time? What's snack eternal? Actually, I don't remember if I have any more of that. Let me look. You've also picked something that's hard to eat while playing Tetris. I fell over. I flopped onto the mattress that's next to my desk. Hang on. I do have the jelly. Is jelly? Or is no? I managed to make it back to desk. And I'm not surprised that I give off ADHD vibes. I've been told that before. I've also been told that I seem autistic. I can eat it? Okay, so that's the one we're doing. It's the last one I have because they did not have any when grocery shopping earlier. So is shame, but is yum. Oh, yeah, it might have gotten overcrowded, or it might also have just been me getting dizzy and not paying attention because I struggle. Oh, your water is out. Headphones sound like TV static. Break is over in less than a week. Ah, yeah, that sounds like struggles. I hope you get food soon. Alright. Break up the jellies first. Trying to do this carefully. I should have done it before I opened the pouch. That would have been smart. Hey, boss! You managed to catch me right as I was starting to eat the jelly. How is this already clearing dizziness? I had like a tiny little bit of it, and it's already sobered me up significantly. I don't understand. Alright. We'll wrap up this round, and then we'll get back to modeling. Apparently you are good. No, I'm not actually drunk. I just tend to call the dizzy, like, it's dizzy drunk, basically. Because it just sounds like I'm drunk half the time, because I'll end up slurring words and stuff. Come Okay, that's at least useful. Why would you use the old pout emote? Put those down. Oh, do you mean the old dizzy emote? The one that looks like it's drunk? Yeah. That's the dizzy one. Come on. There we go. Got a line piece. It is giving me bad pieces sometimes. There we go. Getting some stuff cleared out though. Man, why are all of the pieces I need to clear over there? Okay. That not bad. Alright, hydrating. And then gets a new record. Now we go back to art. Change category back to art. And close game. There we go. And snack. I took too big of a mouthful. Now then. So we're still trying to make the that one. So we need to probably get rid of that bit there to make the gap. I feel like I've done that before. Was it on? Hang on. Let me pull up thingy. It's little struggle, but not major one. I feel like that was part of another commission I did though, so I'm pulling up the other commission to see if it was on there. Because if we've done it before, I'm just gonna yoink it. We'll see though, we'll see. Yeah, so if I do, where is this one? Properties. Change to this one. This is an old commission I did for a Noxuna dragon. And she has the exact same... well, maybe not the exact same. That one does look a little bit different. Hang on, let me go grab the full reference. Yeah, because hers wraps the thing around it. This one very much had it on top like that. I think it's just going to be easier to remodel it than it would be to pull it off of this model. It's not that complex of a thing. So we will go ahead and just go redo the thingy. Blender, there we go. Because basically all we need to do is add a cylinder. Have this be nothing in the top. Probably about, no, not 80, 8. There we go. The speak in restricted chat is supposed to be for, like, if I have subscriber only mode or something, it's a way for people to tell me that that is the case. Whenever someone redeems it and that's not the case, I just refund the points. Don't remember if I did that hydrate, so I did it again. And I can check off that snack time. So we'll do scale, Z, shrink. Shrink that down too. Bring that up. Over. So we need that to be small enough to fit in that gap there, basically. And then rotate X. Like that. Shrink that down more. Up. Now for the fun bit of actually modeling this thing. I'm not gonna invert the fur. Yes, they do have 2 skirts. Rotate Z. Like that. Yank that out of the leg a bit more. So then now if we do this one. Oh, I'm going to do them separate, aren't I? So that one up, that one up. That one to there. This one to there. And then I can bring this one straight down. You start seeing that heart shape. It's definitely going to take a little bit more finagling, though. Yeah, it does look like metal is stuck in their leg right now. It will not be like that forever. We are working on it. Yeah, come on. Scale X, bring that out more. I think we need to bring these 2 over a little bit. Cyborg cat would be interesting. I do have a cyberpunk song kind of thing in the works, so maybe I'll make cyberpunk cat. There we go. More jelly. How far is this? So that needs to go in. That needs to come out. I'm drinking fruit jelly stuff. Because that is the snack that Eternal redeemed. And then grab... Oh, I forgot to turn back on my music. No wonder it sounds so quiet. Apparently so. I don't know why. Yes, it is coming together. Something like that. I feel like these need to come in more. And then do extrude, scale down. Grab the whole thing, alt scale to get it kind of beefed up a bit more. Add a loop cut around this way and that way. And then I should be able to select everything. Vertex, smooth vertices to get it much more round. And then I think I can grab these ones. Scale out a little bit more. And I think it has a pointier lower section. So we're getting somewhere. What if we do select this one? Vertex smooth just these vertices. There we go. And then pull up this one here. Get that a bit more refined. I think these two can come in. Scale X. I don't know. It is significantly less dizzy, but we'll see how I feel after the dizzy juice is the undizzy juice. I don't know. Basically, like, set them to the side, but not in the box. Because they're not needed this moment, but I can't deny that I might need them later. Mesh. Face shade smooth. Mesh. Normals. Reset vectors. There we go. So now we have smoother one. I wonder if we need more. I think we need more cuts there. Something to get this more smooth. Enjoy the lick, Val. There we go, that's a lot smoother. Do we need to do that to the bottom too? And smooth it out? I think theirs is also wider. So if we grab these ones, scale X. Click that, and then point to your bottom. Like that. I think that's better. I feel like it's too thick. So maybe scale Y down. Like that. What is going on here? I feel like this whole thing is shifted to the side. There we go, that fixed it a little bit. So it should have a bit of curve to match the leg. You mean get rid of those two edges there? Like these ones? Dissolve edge. Dissolve edge. Like that. Though that's not gonna work too well if we're having this curve around the leg. Because like this feels like it needs to curve. Like that. And that's already looking like it's starting to twist. Actually, wait. Other method. This might be a weird one, though. Mesh. Separate. Selection. Because there is... depends on who made it and stuff. Because some of them would probably come curved for like a little bit more comfort. What was it again? Shrink wrap? Is that the one I need? Target to that one. Yesn't. Snap mode outside. There we go. No? Outside surface? Yesn't. It is certainly following the mesh, but it's not keeping thingy. Yeah. Above surface? No. Outside is closest, but it don't stay. What if I do like... What if I were to like stick it half in? Okay, so it does stick to surface. It will wrap, but it's going to stay flat on top. What was the other one I was thinking of? So if it wasn't shrink wrap, I don't remember. Oh, that might be smart. That is a good idea, Eternal. I think for that method, I'm just going to duplicate this. So we're going to duplicate, and then we'll hide this one, and then select, I think, just the one that we like best. So I feel like that side is the one that we've been looking at, so that should be the better one. So if we delete those faces and just keep... What? Oh, right then. One more set. Delete delete faces. And then do alt scale. No? Can't. Eh? Why alt scale shrink like that? I want thicker. We will achieve by that. I mean, you can have little mugs with heart handles. I'm sure I've seen one of those before. And then do shrink wrap to that one. Problem is that don't seem to quite match. Ah, no, not Phil. If you think I'll eat your homework, you do not know me. Huh. Maybe try scaling these out more. That does correct it a little bit. I feel like that point's going out too far though. There we go. I think that's better. That looks more like it. Maybe pull in those two. I mean, I'm me when I'm cat, but no one else would be. Why the cheese? There we go. More jelly. We'll go ahead and apply shrink wrap modifier. And then do actually probably want to do that through a solidify. No, do not have a me. And hi Ultra, how you? We want like less than that. I do still have the text to speech. And I'm glad to hear it's good. Is that thick enough, or do we want to go a little bit thicker than that? Oh. Oh. When the frick did that get added? The Gigantify alert thingy. That's weird. I think that's one of the Streamlab ones that I forgot was set up. Well, like I know the Gigantify emote thing has been there, but I just didn't realize I have alert thingy for it. You made tea, very nice. And I do not. Well, I'm not. What did voice do? I don't know what that was either, Kona. Why have alien cows invaded the sun? I'm dying over here. And not I, because I'm not Alien Cat, but Alien Cat would not abduct cows for the lactose in order to get fresh milk either, because Cat is lactose intolerant. Okay, jerky does sound yummy. Yeah, that's fair. I always say that dying's not allowed either. Yeah. I technically can, because I do eat mac and cheese sometimes. It just makes me dizzy. I have had to cancel stream before because I had mac and cheese. It is silly, but I have done that before. We'll apply that one. And then that would still set off lactose intolerance. I haven't even had, well, actually no, I had pizza. Pizza has cheese, but that's not normally enough cheese to set me off. The pizza is my safe stream food. I have that like every time I stream now. Wait, you're growing? What do you mean you're growing? Are this, hang on. Do you mean this? Are you growing here? You don't look any bigger though. I had the personal Red Baron pepperoni pizza. I feel like a lot of food contains tiny bits of mold. Oh, and single slice pizza can be quite good. Oh, you're 11 up? Nice, nice. I nearly spilled jelly. Alright, let's do that and then pull that out. Follow normals. Macaroni brisket does sound yummy. There we go, that satisfies the curve, I think. Mesh normals. Recalculate outside. Mesh normals. Reset vectors. There we go. That looks smoother now too. So now we need to get this to match up. Can I change flavors? I can change colors if that's what you're asking. Okay. Why does it keep coming out faster than I expect? A bit weird. I like calico cats, but not to eat. Those they're nice to cuddle. This is probably gonna be better if we just link this up underneath. You cannot have crumbs, it's fruit jelly. And then drag that up like that. There we go. Now I can get this to shrink across. And this one, we need to move over there. Pull that in a bit. I don't think you're getting any of it, if I'm honest. There we go, I think that works. And then shrink these. I share sometimes, but I've had enough of people mooching my food. People try that too much. That needs to come down. That comes up. Hey, it is my food and my desk. I store it properly. You just want to be accelerated. Hang on, where is the Eternal? Here, Eternal, get accelerated. What? Oh, yeah, I see. I understand now. Let me also hide the reference sheet because it feels like it's taking up a lot of room right now. Here we go. Snack done. Back to shrinking thingy. Doing best to make sure it doesn't like over shrink or something. I'm allowed to drink water if I need it. I don't see why I wouldn't be. And that was part of the snack redeem. So you can't even blame me for doing something that wasn't redeemed. There we go. Hydrated. Oh, that's too eepy. Shrink this down. My throat made funny noise. Wonder, could I just do all of these at once now? Yeah, I can. Feels like it'd go better. If I can select the right ones, that'd be great. There we go. So now we've got that together. And we'll call this one, leg, what do we wanna... What is this called? Leg band? I am a god. I am not your slave. And then we'll delete the extra bit there. Alright, so now we just have... Now we just have the little ankle ribbon thingy that we need to do. Have I ever done anything like that on any other ones? Oh, yes, I have. I have. 'Cause my shoes are like that. If I scoot up. My shoes are similar to that. But they're a little bit different. I'd have to, like, rotate it. So I'll probably just remodel it. And no, Val, that is a scam. Calm yourself, Kona. That's a you problem. And I'm not gonna turn into a smart microwave. Not if I'm literally just showing my shoes. You guys are the ones making it weird. So we'll duplicate this. Mesh, separate, selection. And then probably dissolve. Yep, dissolve edges. There we go. And gods do sometimes. Technically, I am edible. Technically, I am edible, but you're not allowed to eat me. Do not consume the cat, then he won't have streams. Scale down, scoops. Actually, we can do this silly way. Though it might be a smarter way in this case. Dissolve vertices. No, not dissolve vertices. We want to delete vertices this time. And then change this to leg ribbon. I don't want to become Kratos. I want to be me. One of the things about being shapeshifter, I could in theory become a lot of things. I don't want to though. So this goes down here. And then we'll do duplicate. Shift up. How does this one even... Actually, rather than that, we're going to delete these. We're going to delete these vertices. And then we're going to do extrudes. And make this make sense like a ribbon should. Something like that. Get this.
Kona_Chand wants cat to shapeshift. Made 3.
I have gotten stuck as a cat before. Though part of that was just it did not feel safe to not be cat. Again, I don't want to shapeshift into Markiplier, so I'm not going to, but in theory I could. It was fun being cat. I do like being cat. And no, I don't really want Kona shapeshift, because I like making shapeshifts myself. That's why I don't shapeshift into anything I haven't practiced. No. What do you mean you don't know if the model works? Oh, you don't know if it works in VTuber? If it's Boruto's proprietary files, it won't. VTuber only accepts the VRM or VSF. that one. I do have glowing eyes. Hi, Handle. The arm would probably work then. Why are you struggle, Eternal? That does sound like a you problem. This one was based off of the chiffon base, which is a model someone else made, but I did the hair, the ears. The outfit was one that I bought, though. It was made by Choco Rice, I think. So, little mixable. Hydrating. Now I'll switch to this one. Extrude out more. Hair takes a lot of practice, but once you understand how to do it, it's not that difficult. It depends on whether you're doing the curve method or the just full model method. This one is technically curve method. I used the Vroid to actually make the hair and then just poured it over and stuff. But the new model uses fully modeled hair, which is one of the reasons why, like, if you catch me in VR chat and I flip upside down fully, the hair actually properly stands fully upright. And you got me the, what are these? Mots. I realize that should have split there too. I still haven't gone through the other ones, don't get me more. If you wanna get me snacks, get me like other snacks that can be used for the snack redeem. Let people have variety of choices. A different brand of fruit snacks? I'm not super big on fruit snacks. I'd rather just have raspberries. So we've got first X kind of. Yeah, it is silly that they don't allow raspberries. There we go, that just gets it more in line. And then these ones can adjust upwards to better match. This one can come down slightly, I think. There we go. Now back to extruding. Berries are in fact fruits. They should, but since it's not everywhere, a lot of services like Throne just won't, because they tend to aim for ones that are what's the word? International, because creators can be all over the place. That's also why Throne doesn't let me. Not Throne. The Fourth Bowl doesn't let me do some merch that I want to do, because it doesn't ship internationally. What do you mean that you only got informed that berries are fruits this year? Did you not know that berries were fruits before? I'm sure that's quite the discovery then. There we go. We can hide this a little bit better. You thought berries were just berries, nothing else? I never would have thought that. That's an interesting one. What is going on with that? Why does that do that? There we go. The sun is not a fruit. You are correct. Turn this down. That should be more accurate.
Okay, be a bad boy and watch me find it out for myself.
Pull that one in. Sneeze? Oh, you're sneezing. Pull that in. Shapeshift? Oh yeah, it has been long enough for Shapeshift to go away. There we go. That's fair. School can be a bad place for anxiety. Oh no? What? Oh no. Wait, what happened? What do you mean what happened?
Something I'm scared of. I suppose. Monsters. There are many types of monsters in this world. Monsters who
Is there an
hunt for
issue?
themselves and who cause trouble. Monsters who abduct children. Monsters who devour dreams. Monsters who suck blood. And monsters...
Yeah, it is Numster. Numster Biscuit song.
Lying monsters are a real nuisance. They are much more cunning than other monsters.
Oh, that's weird. Hang on. Let me try... Did I accidentally click something? Where'd it go? There we go. It shouldn't have an effect on that. That is weird. But as we know, shouldn't is not always... It doesn't. I bet you do. So then I need these to cross one more time. I feel like this should be lower. The music shouldn't be louder. Both of those up there. Hydrating. And the Manuka is a popular base. I feel like it's pretty up there with like Rindo and stuff. What question? I don't even know what question my psychic power triggered this time. Ah, fair. That is a reasonable follow-up question. Do a fill on those two, and then do some splits to get it to fit better. What are you humming about? Heck. Oh, 'cause you got licked. Okay. And then what if we do vertex, smooth vertices, scale, scale Z? No. I wanna scale width-wise, but not work like that. I'd have to maybe if I grab like upper thingy and then shift up. There we go, that would work. So if I shrink that down, now we can grow like that. That'll work? Is that correctly placed? No, I feel like these two need to go down more. Phrasing, Eternal. Phrasing. read it back slower. If you don't know, I'm not telling you. This one needs to come up. I still don't know if I'm going to tell you after stream either. Because you just innocent baby with that. Alright, good luck with that. Why has this still got such a weird curve to it? There we go. That fixed it. I'm just gonna move on. We're just working on the ribbon here. Innuendo happened, I guess. We're moving on. What do you guys think of this ribbon? Is it a nice smooth ribbon? Is there any part of it that feels off? Innuendos are fine. I don't know if the one that Eternal said is one that I would encourage. 'Cause it's not even really an innuendo. 'Cause I like the kind of adult jokes that can fly under the radar in a show like My Little Pony. Yes, I can be a bird. I do not have bird shapeshift ready, but I have made a bird before. I made the model for Killdeer. My Little Pony is known for throwing some adult jokes in their show, but it's not, like, particularly lewd ones or anything. It's more things like a punch bowl being spiked when they have a dragon falling asleep in it, because the dragon's name is Spike. Or they have things like, I think it was the Big Lebowski or something, they had those as ponies. Those guys as ponies in the show. They don't have any speaking lines or anything, it's literally just a nod type deal. But it is still a very common thing that works well in the show. Oh, the dude pony did speak? I did not remember that. Alright, I think that's probably good enough on the ribbons. So we'll go ahead and apply that. Oh, it has shape keys, right. We're gonna have to remake those shape keys. So then we'll do apply that, and then we add solidify modifier, and then we want this to be offset going inwards. There we go. Alright, so that's too thin. What if we do like 5? How is that still issues? Maybe we do offset a little bit more. There we go. So that works a little bit better. I think we'll go ahead and apply that one too. Then we can go and do edge, mark sharp. That should make that better. I don't think we need the 75 on that. I'll grab these two. Pull that out a little bit. And then probably same one should be pulled forward. And then if we're doing it that way, that means that this one should be forward. And then this one should be the one pulled forward. There we go. Mesh, normals, calculate outside, mesh, normals, reset vectors. There we go. Now that's looking better for normals. Oh, we should also hide that one for a second so that we can grab this one and this one. Edge, mark sharp. And we'll also get rid of both of those. Delete faces. And then we can have this edge here. Edge mark seam. Because that's a good spot for it to stop. There we go. So now we've got ribbon. And I could be Keidakat. Don't know if I want to be though. I know that I've had that happen before. It's been a while since I had full stream muted basically. That is I has remembered. Hang on. Because it is where go? Is it this one? Maybe? Where is... What? Do I not have? Because I have bat. I thought I had dog somewhere. But I don't... Oh, there is dog. There is dog. Okay, sorry. Dog. There you go. Keidakat dog. And why do you think I would turn evil and grow bee stingers to porcupine you? Why wouldn't I just become a porcupine? Heck, I'd be more likely to just bite. This is what we should do. Insert scale in, and then edge, mark sharp. There we go. Get that feeling a little bit more like a thingy. So the thing we're missing now is the ribbon on the back of the shoe. That feels weird for the ribbon. Cause that looks like it actually belongs on the ribbon on the leg. Cause the other shoe doesn't have it. But there's no indicator of that. Like it looks like it fits on the other side. I don't know how that ribbon works, but we're just going to act like it does. We'll just add the ribbon to the back of the shoe like it looks like. So then we need to do just large ribbon. Do I want to just grab ribbon from, like, cause I could grab chest ribbon. Very nice, Eternal. I'm gonna be lazy and we'll grab the ribbon that we made for Still Positive. The Still Positive had a bunch of ribbons. And we can grab this ribbon. Mesh. Separate section. I thought that was what happened. Alright, so now we can hide Still Positive again. Grab that, scoot that down. And then rotate Z 180. Oh, I did 108 on it, so there we go, 180. Bring that back here. And now we can adjust things. I have that machine strength? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm just gonna ignore that, Eternal. This to be more rotated. Don't ask, Val. Just don't. Because if I have to, I will start banning the frickin' aquarium pebble thing. Not drugs, literal aquarium pebbles. Need these to come out more. is a little bit of struggle, but is slowly coming together, I think. Now I have to explain. Eternal wants to eat them. I don't like my community having pica or playing as though they have pica, so I want to ban the thought of eating things that you should not eat. It's going that direction. Need this to also make better sense. Realizing that it might have been better just to fresh model this. Scale C. Put that down so it only affects that bit. Bits need to come forward. Or go back. What is going on with these? I could turn into a gummy worm, don't want to. Axis to get that pulled out a bit more. There we go, starting to get somewhere. I feel like these loops need to scale Z down. That should get them a little bit less struggles. Actually, what if I just do vertex smooth?
Save.
I will save in second. There we go, that's looking better. So save now. Still working on shapeshifting into a guy. I've not figured that out fully yet. I'm very used to presenting as female. Though I suppose I do have one guy that I can shapeshift into, but that's old, uncanny, bulky, so I don't recommend it. I understand it's a common joke, it's just one that's been too played out in my community. Given that I've had people in the community that legitimately have that as a problem, I don't like making fun of it. Yes, I can dab, because I can... I don't have much space here at the moment, so it's a bit hard to do the full dab, but I can. Alright, I think we've got the ribbon. Maybe it needs to, maybe these ones need to rotate up a little bit more. That's what's the best way of doing that. Rotate that. And then grab that one. Nope, that's just struggles. I think I'll just accept that one. Yes, I saved and I've saved again. Alright, so we've got that. Now we just need to make sure that everything is rigged properly. Because I'm pretty sure it is not. It is exactly what you should tell a Dr. Eternal. If you have desire to eat non-food items, you should probably talk to a doctor. Right, so grab that one, grab that one. Object, weight paint. Oh, it's not got the right one. Yeah, common enough to have a name doesn't mean it's not a medical concern. Frickin' cancer has a name. It's still a medical concern. You still talk to your doctor if you think that you have a weird lump. Yeah, texture is a big part of pica, to my understanding. There we go. So that's linked up properly now. And then we need to make bones for the ribbons. We'll come back to that one. This one we should be able to do a data transfer from this one. Do nearest face interpolated. I don't know what the heck you're going on about, Brownie. We'll play that. Then we'll do... Yeah, I have no idea. I think people just get nervous around doctors. Leg ribbon is this one. So we need to add one for slender and one for slender. Add alt scale. Yeah, possibly. Scale C? No, Shift C. There we go. And then we need this bit to come in. I think that lines up well. Or is it too close on the front? I think it's slightly too close here. There we go. So there's Slender done. That'll now move with the body when the Slender triggers. No, Dazot is actually a word in Haywen. It means it will be. Light ribbon. Scale, see again. There we go. That should let us now fine tune. Hi Kona, what's up? Is Possum your cat or something? This one needs to come up. What would that be? Nyon-nyoman? No, that's not to eat. That was Nyoma. Nyon-nyoma. Haywen has some insults. They do actually show up in Dazot. I don't know if I want to repeat any of them, because they are technically the worst insults Haywen has. And I don't- this is a PG-13 stream, we don't swear here. No, the wild anger cat that lives under Bosun. Alright then. I mean, it's a reasonable question, Val. Alright. So that should be Kirby done. So that should now move properly with the model. So if we do pose mode, do that. Why is that not moving with the model? Oh, because it doesn't have armature link on it, that's why. It doesn't have the correct armature link on it. There we go. Now it moves with the leg properly. I am cute. And this one needs to make sure that it has the correct armature. Do the same, add modifier, data transfer. That needs to pull in from that one. You do not need to make model for me. It is not recommended to. Fair enough. This one should be shoe. shoe ribbon. Ones like that, where you're just sharing bits of languages, is generally okay. It's a bit of a gray area, because you want to be careful. Where, like, if you've been around a while and it's clear that you do speak those languages, I'm more likely to allow it. If it's someone who is just random and just dropping in and they could be acting like some egregious swear word is that word, then I'd be more likely to be cautious type thing. And have fun 8-bit. So it's more a case-by-case basis. It's kind of a be careful and stay on topic type deal, and you'll be fine. You're more regular side at this point, so you have a little bit of leeway, but don't abuse it type thing. Because you were not first time chatter rando type thing. You've shown up enough to know a little bit about what's going down. So then how do I want to do these? You are very Gremlin Eternal. It is problem occasionally. We're gonna do an extrude here. You are less goblin than you were before, Kona. I speak tiny bits of German and Japanese and Chinese and stuff. So like I'm capable of understanding a surprising amount of other languages, but I don't typically speak them. If that makes sense. Because like I will occasionally find myself asking like doka whenever I've lost something, which is where in Japanese. Possibly, Konna. I will not promise to be good. I have a surprising knowledge, it feels like. That's not difficult. Dizzy does that enough. Shoe, ribbon, base. Actually, that should be root, not base. Root. Shoe, ribbon, R. And then shoe, ribbon, L. Now back to weight paint. Not edit mode. We need trick mode. Weight paint. I think I actually want to stick all of this on that shoe root bone. That way we could shrink that ribbon if we really wanted to. I don't think they'll ever want to though. And then do here, and then on the other side. I probably need to smooth that out though. So we'll do smooth. And then, does that rotate? Yeah, that feels like ribbon. That's fine. So then smooth out this one. Oops, that's add. We don't want to add more, we want to smooth. There we go, that's fine. So stop pose mode so that resets. So we've got that now, we've got... I think the rest of this should be weighted already, we just need to add the physics to it. Oh, hang on, the sock is not going. I think sock is just on wrong armature though, yeah it is. Tie sock to the correct armature, and now if we rotate leg, it goes with. Okay. So that means that we've got just these little hair ribbons, the bow on the front to worry about, and the actual skirt physics, which is going to be the biggest problem. Make sure I've got that save done. Do I really want the bow to have physics? With the skirt physics, it's probably already going to be a lot of physics on this avatar. I have not had enough Haywen practice in a bit to actually do that. No, and not texture time yet. Texture is next benchmark, so it's the rigging and physics is left for this benchmark, and then it will be after payment that the next benchmark will be worked on. So it might be a bit before we do texturing. Where is... So we can hide the reference now. There we go. And then I think we'll start with the hair ribbon thingies. So we'll do extrude here. Actually, should do extrude Z, so that way we're certain it goes up only. So then this one is head ribbon root. And then we need to do extrude from that point, extrude from that point, and then extrude from both of these down like that. And we can scale out to get them more in line with the ribbons. And we'll probably actually drag these front bits forward like that. So now we have head ribbon R and head ribbon L. That one spooked me. Alright. And then does this have the correct armature on it? It does. Okay. So if we select armature, weight paint, grab the correct base, correctly apply that so that it'll scale down with the root if we ever scale down the root. Turn on mirror. Like that. Okay, good, that's mirroring properly. You didn't get scared this time? Lucky you. Alright, so is that what we want for that? Yeah, that seems to be moving properly. Water lemons? I have no idea what you're on about with that one. know what? I'm gonna try a thing. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna see. So we're gonna duplicate these bones. And then scoot these over. Hydrating. And then scoot top ones back into place. Come on. Select properly. There we go. So now we've got this. I don't know if this is going to fully work. I've not done a skirt like this before, but I feel like this one could work better for the skirt and reduce the number of bones that are needed for this. So we'll rename this bone skirt. Skirt R. And then the other one is gonna be skirt L. And then if we go here, object mode, weight paint. And then we do... The trouble is going to be getting it to make sense in the middle. We'll just try our best because skirts are going to be goofy. Oops. Don't do that side, please. I might need to hide that tail for a bit. It's kind of in the way. You know, actually, I need to have that be mirrored, I think. Mirror. Actually, and do all of that too. Should reduce the amount of weight it starts off with. Or whole weight, lower strength. That way we get a thinner line first. It is basically like heat maps. Because that is telling it how much to move. It is. I'm also doing it like the worst way possible. I think what we'll actually do is grab that one, then we'll do, if we do it as like a gradient, maybe that'll work. So if we do gradient up to like there. Ah, frick, that has that way. Okay. Straight across. Gradient up to like there. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. And then if we do that to where there isn't... What? Did that not mirror other side? Of course it didn't. Okay, so we gotta repeat that gradient. So now we've got that one there, and then what we want to do is take subtractive gradient if we can. subtract, then go to gradient. Get that like that. That should put that back on this side. You know, it would help to have the frickin' mirror on. That's probably why it's not doing what I want it to do. So like that. Yes, penguin skeletons are strange. Okay. So now we've got somewhere. And then if we rotate that, it doesn't fully behave like you expect a skirt to, but it does enough that I think it'll be fine. Because really, I just want to give this some extra movement. Because we want, like, if leg comes up, and then this one goes down, that should, yeah, if we have that linked correctly, that should result in that feeling like it's kind of moving with it without being crazy. So it's not generally how you do skirts for a reason. That's why I'm a little bit iffy on it. I don't test the model in stream, because I'll test it off stream. But I do test this. This is meant to be a VRChat model first. So for each of the benchmarks, I've made sure to upload it to VRChat and test it myself before calling it done. That'll work. So it's got enough of it. So the last one is that ribbon on the stomach. Do we want that to move with the others? Does it? Okay, let's get that to where it moves with the rest of the thing and then see how it looks. So we want this to have... Actually, we need to join these before we can even do that. Join. I always get permission from the person who is commissioning me whenever I'm streaming their stuff. So if they really want to keep it secret, they can just let me know and then not have to worry about it. Now we need a data transfer from dress, vertex data. Mirror space interpolated. Apply that. Though I've also... Oh frick, I forgot to add the mirror. So this needs mirror modifier applied first. Join. We'll do Eternal. Yeah, no, I get permission first every time. Vertex, mesh, normals, recalculate outside, mesh, normals, reset vectors. What is going on with that there, though? Twilight's out. So grab these. Edge. Mark sharp. And then I hope not. I hope anyone who is commissioning me feels comfortable with the commission. I do my best to give progress updates and request feedback as much as possible. Because last thing I want is for someone to feel uncomfortable with the model. Oh, head pat done. Also need to tweak this one. And then... does this not have other side? Like that. Oh, good, that doesn't have other side. And then... why boop? I'm missing one on that. That one. And those two should go into. I have been a god for at least 5 years. Oh, lights back on. Just select these. Edge. Mark sharp. I just started streaming that time ago. I wasn't counting how long I was a god before that. Edge, mark, seam. That's a weird legend. I'll actually do edge, mark, seam there. Because kind of forgot to do seams as we were building this. Mark seam there. And these outer ones. Edge, mark seam. You want to mark sharp too? No, not really. Not all shapeshifters are gods. I don't think I'm gonna tell you. Depends on the god, so not all. Oh, my lights are full on. I'll leave it. And then I'll grab those ones. Edge, mark, seam. Okay. Now we need to add modifier armature. Armature should be that one. Add modifier. Data transfer. Why do you want to make me angry? I was already angry earlier this stream. What do you mean, how so? I got angry at people wanting to eat non-food items. I cannot. Okay, that should work. Do the necklaces follow as they should? Yesn't. Data transfer. That one. Context data. Nearest face interpolated. Apply. Now that should follow. Okay, that does follow. That works. Everything works fine there. There weren't any, like, wrist or any... Yeah, no. Okay, no wrist or any hand accessories that I forgot about. And yeah, the head is on a separate one. This body that I have here is going to be removed as well. That's just a placeholder for me to take the mesh off of, or the white paints off of, so we don't have to worry as much. But I think that should work. I think I've got everything lined up. So that means that I can go ahead and delete the other sleeve that we don't need. I can delete the body as well. And then I can join all of these. Oh, I'm in pose mode. Object join. And call this MaknCh3esy's outfit. There we go. So then if I start pose mode again, just to make sure that nothing gets left behind. Yep, everything's moving as expected. So now we'll go ahead and export these as FBX so that I can then actually pull it into Unity and confirm that it works. Where does this go? Clothes. I need a new folder in here. New folder, model. Yeah, it's getting close to end of stream. Alright, so we'll export that FBX. I'm not gonna be too worried about the fact that the UVs are not done yet, because that's not this one. No, I cannot control time. Alright, add. Now just waiting for it to move over into Unity. I am debating if I do want to get the UVs done. Oh, I forgot that that has issues with the curvy and slender and stuff. So we'll grab these and try and fix that up a little bit. So let's bring that back to slender. Try going curvy. Pull that out. I feel like I also need to go to the sculpt mode for those two.
Okay, be a bad boy and watch me find it out for myself.
Because this has a bit of a weird curve to it. If we smooth that out, that should work a little bit better. Oops. Don't wanna shrink that though. Gonna hide that. There we go. I'm happy to be good background noise. It's a certain level of like comfy chaos, as I'm sure you've figured out, because it is just a lot of creation.
Something I'm scared of, I suppose. Monsters. There are many types of monsters in this world. Monsters who will not show themselves and who cause trouble. Monsters who abduct children. Monsters who devour dreams. Monsters who suck blood. And monsters who always tell lies.
Okay,
Lying.
also noticing that ribbon, or the leg thing you kind of forgot about. So I think what we're gonna do with that one is go back to modeling, layout, hydrating, and then basis, select both of these things, mesh separate, selection. We're gonna remove all of the shape keys here, and then we're going to turn on the actual body. And if we do this to slender, we can then add shape keys back to this, make sure it's named the same thing, and then S, no, just normal S. There we go. That shrinks down. So now slender shrinks down properly. And then we need curvy. Add the curvy one shape. Bring that up. Scale Shift C. This one's probably going to take a little bit more finagling. That is an interesting word in Finnish. Isn't your name, like, spacebar in Finnish? There we go. I think that works. So now we bring that back down and join that back together with the other outputs pieces. Is there any other bits that I need to fix for the UV mapping? I think these two need UV mark seen there, and the necklace. Let's hide the hair for a moment and add a bit to the back of the necklace here. UV mark seen. Heads. Fair enough. So we'll do... let's do full loop like that. Edge mark seam. And then this one, we can get rid of this back face. Get rid of this back face too. After that other one is getting used. We'll leave both. We'll leave both to be safe. We'll just make sure that the seams are on these sides. Edge mark seam. There we go. That should be everything set up. I don't think there's a word for shapeshifter in Haywen, because I just am. But, Keida means creative in Haywen. So I am literally creative being. I think Python is the one that I've used the most, so I guess Python's my favorite programming language. Let's go to UVs. UV unwrap. That feels like it makes a certain amount of sense. What is this one, though? Is that the... No, that's not that. Is it one of the other faces of this? No, because that selected the entire thing. Where is that? Okay, that one surprisingly worked well. Wait, where is there a five-sided shape in this? Eh? Like on the inside or something? Somewhere in here there is a five-sided shape, but I don't see it. What we're gonna do then is we're gonna grab that and then we're gonna keep expanding until it hits it. Okay. So it is right there. It is on the edge of the select. There it is. Okay, there's just a random fill here. There we go. So then if that's not the one that is this weird, really long thing, which one is that? Is that this? It is, okay. So this looks like it's having problems, because that doesn't seem like it's correct. Let's do that one there. Edge, mark seam, and then UV unwrap. Did that fix it? Okay, now that's right there. That makes more sense. Actually, no, I don't even know that's the sort of thing. Where is that? Okay, no, that turned into this, which it still makes more sense. That's still fine. Alright, is there any other silliness happening on this UV map? I mean, there's gonna be some silliness, because it's an auto-generated UV map, so it's not going to be like all facing the correct direction, stuff like that. But it should be limited to the amount of silliness that I can handle. And I think it is. So you've got sock there, that's the top part of the dress, part of the skirt there. Where's the other half of the skirt? There's the other half of the skirt, and then there's the outer skirt. Are you asking if I should be construction cat? This is not construction. I know it has the construction UV because it's silly like that, but that's just because I never got around to frickin' removing the material on this, which I should do. Remove unused slots. We're just gonna remove all slots. Save that. And now do an export again. I mean, yeah, you're right, I am constructing a model. But that's not what Construction Cat is usually for. It's usually for, like, House Flipper and stuff.
Save.
Alright, we'll save. Not geometry nodes. Let me finish throwing it in Unity. I want to get at least, like, the bare minimum physics on, because we are very close to being wrapped up with this benchmark, so I want to push a little bit longer.
Neonkeys wants cat to shapeshift. Construction cat greater than 3.
There you go, construction cat. Just gotta wait for Unity to load properly. I've got a little bit to do with making sure that it actually links up blend shape and like follows the body properly. So maybe I do want to do that off stream. I think your laptop's gonna struggle, Eternal. If it struggles with Blender, Unity's not gonna be much better. To go on that one. I realized that we have one other quirk right now. And let me swap to Unity so you can see what made me giggle. Where is it? This one. Swap to Unity. There we go. The body is missing some pieces because it was in the Lobster Love outfit before. So if I go and this one, it's just got an alpha mask that needs to be removed. So if I unlock the shader, remove that alpha mask. There we go. Now we've just got shrunken legs that should not be shrunk. Which is a very easy fix of just, we select the body again, we expand the blend shapes, and we don't shrink these upper legs. At least not to that degree. Actually, we probably just need to shrink, oh, hips are already shrunk. We'll just go shrink upper legs a little bit. That'll make sure that we don't get it poking through the body anywhere. So yeah, that should be it connected now. And then we just need to add component, because what we're missing right now is these armature link and blend shape link on this. No, I cannot remove sneezes. Yeah. And you have to mask off so that it doesn't end up poking through the mesh. So we need the armature link. And we need that to link on... This is our hips. And then we need to add a blend shape link. And we want to link to body, base, and we connect our current outfit mesh. So this should make the curvy and stuff link up. Oh, though that does tell me that we've got a little bit of a problem there, because it should not have all of these shrink blend shapes. Those should not exist on this dress. So I'm going to quickly swap back to Blender and remove those blend shapes from the dress. Because those are not ones that should be triggering. I think those should all be fine. Okay. So let me do another export. I'd hope to actually have been selected. Save that and let it load in Unity again. And then we should see all of those shrink blend shapes other than shrink boobs and stuff go away. Don't remember if I did that hydrate. There we go, hydrated again just in case. Why do you have a third arm, Eternal? I think you need to get something that dissolves super glue. Which usually requires going to the hospital, I think. Okay. So now we don't have all of those extra blend shapes, so that's good. That means that that should be linked up properly. And then the things that we need to do now are add the dynamic bones. So we need to create a child on this. Create empty. We're going to call this avatar dynamics. And then we want to create another empty. This one is going to be for holding our fizz bones. And then we're going to create empty, call this one skirt L. We can add a fizz bone on this. And then the root transform is going to be the skirt L that we created before. And then if I turn this on, you can see we've got a thin line there. I want to add a angle limit to that. So that should keep the skirt from going far enough that it can't, or that it starts clipping through the leg. And then as for the motion of this, probably want to have some gravity. So we'll do like 0.6. And then we'll do 0.4 for spring as just a guesstimate. And then we'll add collision radius can be 0.2. And then if we shrink the end of this, it should follow the skirt a lot better. So that should let people poke the skirt to a degree. And also let MaknCh3esy's grab it. We might even want to go like 0.25? I think that'll work. So that should give it some greater control. And then let's do copy component. Then we'll create empty skirt R, and then paste that component that we just grabbed, and then grab the skirt R right there. So that should, in theory, work. We'll see in practice. So we're gonna go hit play mode and see what happens. Hopefully I should immediately know if it's not following the body because the sleeves won't go down. So that's what we're gonna be looking for. If the sleeves go down, then we can start moving the rest of the body, and we shouldn't see any kind of clipping. Yeah, it does that sometimes. When it's now been long enough I can get out of construction cat. We're currently just waiting for it to basically do its render thing in play mode. Because this is simulating what it's like in VR chat. So that's how you get it to test before you actually get into the game. Which is why it takes a little bit, because it has to calculate everything and do all the joins and rendering that it would have to do the first time that it pulls up any avatar. Good to know. I had no idea that acetone could remove superglue. It looks like I've also made a mistake with the mesh importing normals incorrectly. So we might see some silliness going on. But probably not. It's probably just something I need to hit autofix on later. I'm hoping it was a toy arm or something. It's at 96%. Come on, do that last little bit. Let us see this thing in motion. Fair enough, a turtle. Okay. So that is a good sign. That is not a good sign either. What is going on with the hair ribbons? So those clearly have some weights from somewhere else that shouldn't. Oh, and I need to stop that music. That is testing music for audio link, and we don't have audio link on this right now. So let's see, if I grab MaknCh3esy, and we just do wiggle side to side. Alright, we've got some physics in the skirt. We've got some silliness that happens here. Yeah, they have a big tail. Can I get that tail to go behind? No, it just really wants to be that direction. It doesn't do this in-game. This is just one of those quirks of, I think, having too many things in Unity that it just doesn't know what it wants. Okay, there we go. We've got it back there now. So then, if we do tools, toes, that way, and then we grab the leg, rotate. Okay, so skirt is doing skirt things. Skirt is drooping down and stuff. So I think that's a good sign. I think it needs a bit more jiggle in physics, so that's probably gonna take me a little bit to do. But that is a very good sign for the start of this. I think given how much tweaking this is probably gonna take, I might, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this off stream. I'm also noticing some clipping issues there. So, more progress to be done, but I have at least shown what the process of getting physics onto the model looks like. So you guys now know how that looks. It's just a matter of getting the ribbon on there now and making everything feel right. So I'll probably post in spoilers when I have an example of it in better motion. Hopefully I can get something that looks good, even with the tail being a menace. Let me make sure that I save. Get everything saved. And then, who do we want to go raid is the next question. Do we want someone we know or someone doing art? Is MaknCh3esy's still going is the other question? I do sometimes talk to an imaginary chat. I also do sometimes just end up in productive call or something and talk to chat there anyways, even though it's not a normal stream day. Alright, and then looks like MaknCh3esy is still going, so I think we will go raid them. It looks like they are currently playing the Dark Pictures anthology House of Ashes. I don't know what that one is, but we'll go see. So I'll set that right up. And then I will be back on Thursday. No, House of Ashes. I'll be back on Thursday doing Escape the Backrooms, the other escape game that we have. But we'll be back with a whole bunch of people. Hopefully, Volky, Silver, and Victory, assuming no one sleeps in. We've got two very EP people on that one, so someone might. I have no promises. And I will see you guys next time. Do Isnya!